Well, good morning guys. Wandering Beast here. The sun's just peeking out. We've had snow showers all morning. It's about 11 o'clock, having second cup of coffee. And I want to talk about the Ignik fire pit and its pros and its cons. And one of the things you probably saw at the beginning was it's pretty quick to set up. I'm using the Ignik little baby propane tank, but any propane tank, it does have a self-regulator on top, so it is adjustable from the inline hose to a quick disconnect on the can itself. So why do I like the little fire pit? Well, I think having a propane fire pit is extremely nice. There's a lot of different situations. One of them this morning is a perfect example. Why I broke the camera out was I consider myself a good woodsman, right? I can get fire started in lots of different conditions. However, this morning we've got wet, snow, slushy, rain mix, wintry mix, as well as I'm going to be hitting the road here pretty soon. You can maybe hear the highway is only a couple miles from here. This is just a pull off on BLM land. I don't want to start a fire and then have to worry about letting it go out and getting it put out 100%. I know that when I'm done warming my hands and having my coffee this morning, I'm going to put this away. It's going to cool off pretty quickly and I'm going to be on my way, and I don't have to worry about leaving a fire pit with ashes or coals or anything else, or the mucky, muddy mess that it takes to put out your campfire to 100% when it is like this. Now I have added water onto the bus, so that's made it a whole lot easier to make sure that I can just drown out a campfire by running the hose over there, which is a nice feature. I don't know if it's coming out on camera here, but my hands are almost too warm right here. This thing puts out a good amount of heat. You know, it's a good warming station. In fact, that's kind of what we've been using it for sort of winter fun adventures, going up snowmobiling, going up just sledding with the kids for the day, having a spot to come back in a snow park parking lot where I don't have to have a fire going. I can have this propane going. The Ignik little growler cover keeps everything nice and insulated, so the propane works a little bit better even in those cold temperatures. Now, one of the things I did include, which I wish Ignik included, was I just went to my local home improvement store and I picked up some of these volcanic rocks that are designed for propane gas patio stoves. And it was about $6. It wasn't a very big expense. As you can see in the beginning, I keep it all in a little pouch just so that that rock doesn't abrade the inside of the firebox. And there's enough holes and breather holes in here that the fine dust will work itself out. But I do think it improves the flame height and warmability, and that volcanic rock will take on a good amount of heat. Even once this gets up to temp and you crank it down, kind of like having coals on a fire. Now, I have actually heated up water on this. I've cooked a meal on this. This is a small enough fire pan. It's very similar to like a 50 millimeter or 50 caliber ammo can. Is about the size. And there are other companies out there that are making ammo can propane stoves. The little legs on this fold out. The top has a good seal. It's a good small little package to take into the backcountry. Guys, one of my only sort of bigger gripes is I like the quick disconnect. I put in some shots here of the propane filler on the side. That's really nice. The problem is, once you fold all the legs up, it's the only thing that really sticks out. So if you want to slide this into a spot in your storage, in your bus, your RV, wherever your adventure truck goes, and you've got a spot for that 50 cal ammo can, and then you realize that the barb for the quick disconnect sticks out, I think it really could get sucked into the bottom somehow, or at least within its limits, so that the footprint doesn't remain any bigger than it is. Because although the can is a certain size, that propane nub sticks out, and that kind of annoys me. The other gripe is, once I really discovered how well this works having these rocks in here, I wish they would include that. It's a small amount, but I do notice that the flame height gets higher. It tends to hold its heat a little better for a larger group. And I do think they're a needed item for a stove like this. And like I said, guys, once this sort of wraps up and the snow covers over and my coffee's gone, I'm going to turn this off. By the time I get the rest of camp packed up, this is cool enough to store and pack away, which is a great feature. It really is a beautiful morning here in Central Oregon, but I know even with this moisture, I am going to be just as busy this year with wildland fire season as I ever have before in the past. And that brings me to one of the best features of having a propane stove is it qualifies for you guys out who get your summers off, who go enjoy your summers and aren't working the entire summer like I do. You guys need a solution for sitting around a campfire. You need a solution so that you can operate in the burn bans and have something that's elevated off the ground, that is propane based, and is not using charcoal or open flames, so that you don't make my life and my job any harder than it is chasing down wildfires. So I think that's where the propane stoves really shine. Unfortunately, I don't get to use it that often in the summer because I'm working. My family doesn't do too many adventures without me, and so we primarily have been using this through the winter, as I just said. But I think for a lot of you that look forward to that summertime adventures and the family weekends and the outings at the lake, when your kid comes out of the lake and he's freezing, having a little warming station is going to be super nice so that he can come in or she can warm up on. There are other brands that are making a similar product. I like their form and their function and their durability of this. And like I said, throw in some rocks and you're golden. I do like the smaller propane tank that Ignik offers. However, you can run off of any of your bigger barbecue tanks if you carry that on your RV or your adventures. But if you guys are out weekenders and you're not using it for heating and you're just using it for cooking and adventures, these little tanks last a long time. And I would say consider looking into them. Alright guys, coffee is just about done. I'm going to get this turned off, get camp packed up. We're going to get back on the road and get home to see the kiddos. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if you guys are running a similar fire pit. I know there's others out there that are a little bit bigger and rounder. They're just a little bit more space taking up. Like in the back of your truck and your RV, they don't compact as easily. And this little unit is perfect. And like I said, this summer in fire ban, you're going to want something to focus on, add a little ambiance and some light, and to warm you up at night when you're having a beer and you're camping and you're not allowed to campfire. So look into the Ignik. I'll put some links if I can find them below. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you down the road.
Thanks for all the love and support. You guys are amazing. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow the adventure on social media, and we'll see you on the road.